So there are 4 reasons that why your pigs are not growing how you expect, despite you feeding them well. So if you've been feeding your pigs well or feeding them and yet they're not growing how you expect them to grow, probably you expect your pigs to get like 100 kg in 6 months, and in that 6 months you are clocking them and they're weighing about 40 kg. Probably these are the 4 reasons why this is happening to you. The first one is you are not giving them the right feed for their age. Every pig at every stage requires a different feed. The feed that these pigs will eat, the feed that these pigs will eat will also be different from the feed the bigger ones will eat. At this stage, their body is not built for certain feeds. For example, you go and take a brewery spent grain and you're giving to these guys. They will not do well. So, and the reason why they will not do well is because most of these feeds are full of fiber. They have too much fiber content. And these pigs at this stage cannot digest all those fiber. Imagine a feed with a fiber percentage of about 30%. I think brewery spent grain have about 20 something or so. These guys at their age, at their stage, at their size, with the stomach capacity in them, will not be able to digest such feeds. So this is why you must be able to know the right feed to give to your pigs at each point in time as they grow. The next reason why your pigs may not be converting well or may not be growing as you expect, despite the fact that you're always feeding them, is because of bad genetics. Bad genetics will make you spend millions and millions on your pigs to feed them. You'll be giving them nice food, nice feeds that is good for them, but they will not still grow. Because, okay, let's take for example, a child that was given birth by a short father and a short mother. If that child is 2 years old and you are feeding it, you won't expect that child to grow fast. It's not possible because the mother and the father are short people. So it will grow slowly. He will not grow fast. He will not grow tall. He will just be taking his time, growing slowly. Because in his genetics, he has short genetics. He has short chromosomes. That's what they call it in biology. I think so. So you can't expect a pig to give you what it doesn't have. This is why genetics is very, very important when you are doing animal husbandry, especially when you are doing pigs. Even in cattle, even in goats, even in poultry, it's always advised to go for the right genetics. These guys, as you can see, they are doing well because these are the right genetics. These are pigs that we weaned some days ago, and they are doing well because they have the right genetics in them. You can't expect a pig to give you what it doesn't have. So if your pigs have the right genetics and you feed them well, they'll grow well because there is no excuse for them not to grow well, especially if your management is also good. Now, the third one is probably your pigs are infested with worms. When it comes to pigs, pigs have their own way of accumulating excess worms. In fact, one of the reasons why some people say that they don't eat pork is because of the too much worms in them. But it also depends on how you are raising your animals. For example, if you run a pig farm and you deworm as you are meant to deworm, your pigs will not have worms. And one of the disadvantages of worms in your pigs is that it will limit the growth rate of your pigs. It will suppress it. Because as these pigs are eating these feeds, no matter how good the feed is, if the place they are going to is not conducive for the feeds will not be converted well. If these pigs enter, if the feeds enter the intestine and the worms are fighting against these feeds, it will not allow the feed to do what it's meant to do in the body of the pig because the feeds will be suppressed by the worms. The worms will make the pig sick. The pig will not even be able to convert the feed into energy, into body weight because of the too much worms in the pig's body. So this is why if you run a pig farm, you must, especially these young ones, you must deworm them every month. You must deworm these young pigs every month. You have to make their body to be free of worm, free of any disease, any bacteria. That's why you must always know when they are sick and administer the right antibiotics. But deworming is of utmost importance because that is what will keep their body in the best state it has to be in. In fact, just take the woman like the engine oil you put into a car or a generator. For that machine to keep rotating and working well, there has to be lubricant. There has to be something that is lubricating all those engine parts. Just take that the woman as a lubricant for this pig's body. It has to be it has to be lubricating their body to keep their body in the best possible state. That is the only way these pigs will be able to eat these feeds, and they will be converted into good body weights. Now, the last reason why your pigs may not be growing as you expect is because of too much crowd. Okay, let's take for example, Ben, show them this side. Let's take for example, this room is a 12 by 12 inch, sorry, 12 by 12 feet pen. Now, I think about how many pigs there? Okay, about 8 pigs are here. Now, this room can contain 8 pigs, but mind you, as these pigs are growing, they will get to a point where it's only 5 that can stay here peacefully. Because if you leave these 8 here, they will be competing for food, they will be fighting, they will be competing for water. Everything becomes like a struggle. And when your pigs are constantly fighting, that means at a point, some will give up from eating the feed. Imagine when you pour feed here and all of them are fighting for it. Some will not have the strength to go and struggle with them. And before you know it, those ones will start machiating. Those ones will start losing weight because of the competitiveness of the pigs in that pen. So if you know that you can keep 10 pigs here and they'll stay comfortably, put 10 pigs. Don't go and carry 20 pigs and put here. There'll be too much fighting. There'll be too much cannibalism. At times, these pigs can even attack themselves. That is the reason why we even cut their tails. So that when they are fighting, they will not go and be eating up their tails. The tails of the other pigs in the same pen with them. So once you ensure these 4 things, I assure you, your pigs will do well. They will grow as you expect, and you won't have any reason to complain. So this is basically the 4 ways to prevent this problem and make sure that your pigs are growing well.